DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
I'm sorry, I was doing the solo.
No, you're good. Good morning. Good morning, Freedom Fighter. What's going on, brother?
Freedom Fighter has beat Squillini in the first comment showdown. Someone's finally gotten him.
Look at that. Well, between
it was a little bit late on the draw of pulling up the fucking show on the other screen.
It used to be Cleary all the time, right? It used to be Cleary.
Usually it was Cleary.
It's a battle.
Yeah, it's been.
I'm gonna have to hop in there one of these days just to fuck around and find out a little bit and see how quick everybody is on the draw there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You know what's funny? How like you come into the Discord and you start typing, people will be like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" And then like nothing needs to be said. It's like that. It's like that cowboy that walks into the saloon that everybody knows, but no one wants to say his name.
Like nobody wants to fuck with the gunslinger
because he's a cowboy on a steel horse. He rides.
He's riding.
Is
dead or alive?
Joe, God damn. I quit. Fuck you guys, dude. Like,
he's like, it's too fucking early for Bon Jovi quotes. What the fuck?
I got fucking nothing, bro.
I know way too many of them. My mom's obsessed with Bon Jovi.
We now officially know how to shut Jay down first thing in the fucking morning. Just start quoting Bon Jovi, and he's just done for the day.
Doesn't take much. It doesn't take much.
It is his best song.
Well, and he's a Jersey boy, right?
Yes, so he is.
I would anticipate that you guys being from Jersey would be up John Bon Jovi's ass.
And actually, I live in this.
I'm not from fucking Jersey, thank you, Jay.
So
I was talking to this one, Joe. I was talking to this
you said you guys.
Yeah, him and his wife and his kids. You fuck. Like,
so
fuck?
I actually live down the street from Richie Sambora. Like his house is
like
right.
Shit?
Yeah, like he's from the town that I live in. He lives like right up there. Oh, maybe he doesn't live up there, but I know that his house there's a house on Richie Sambora Way, which is right next to Woodbridge High School. So it's nice. It's nice to, have I ever seen him? No, I've never seen him. But it's cool,
A little bit of local flavor.
Yeah, it's nice, We also have Kelsey Grammer here too.
I
love Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
He's nowhere as big in the celebrity world, but he's well known enough. And I saw Tech Nine driving one time. Like that was like.
Well, he's from your town too. Like that's cool.
It was literally. I saw him in downtown Kansas City. He was like, I was doing something or walking to fucking work, and I literally saw Tech Nine drive by. And it was in fact Tech Nine because I recognized him because of the goddamn goatee.
Yeah, he's got a specific goatee too.
The cars.
I love Tech Nine though. That's
the cars. It was a line of cars at a light, and it was and they were stopped. And I looked, and then I fucking I had to do like a double take. And when I did the double take, I was like, "Yep, that's him. That's fucking him. That's the man. That's the man, the myth, the legend, right there."
Yeah. So
how about that?
I got a quick announcement.
Okay.
Next Saturday is the premiere of my radio show, Breakfast and Headbangs.
Okay.
It is going to be a Twitch exclusive radio show on Clean Sanchez Media. the Clean Sanchez Media Twitch.
Now that we can do that on fucking Twitch.
I know, right? Like it's fucking. Go ahead, say it.
So to explain to Jay, because Jay looks like he's got questions, and I'm pretty sure I know what they are.
Me and John have already talked about this with me about me.
Yeah.
And like, so I want to. I'm very like we talked about this like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So Twitch has revised their rules now, where you can actually do radio shows with actual fucking music and not get copyright stricken.
Okay.
So, you know, they pretty much made it to where if you're a DJ or a musician or anything of that nature, you can do a radio show and play other people's work in a radio show format.
Right. And so like and then so what like is there a playlist? Are there songs you're not allowed to play?
Nope.
Like, you can just play what's the medium? What do you use?
So pretty much what it is Twitch has
what do you use to put the music on there?
Oh, you can use
Spotify, your fucking Apple Music, your fucking whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah. And what's good about this is that so technically when you and we're all old school here. When we listened to the radio back in the day, we couldn't rewind it. Correct. So the one way to kind of save you from this, and Squilini knows this, is your on-demand videos. If you have your on-demand videos, your VODs published, you will get a strike. That is the meat and potatoes of it. So, you know, when you watch the live show, once it's over, it's over.
Yeah, pretty much what you have to do is set it up to where it doesn't auto save it, to where like if I were to go to my Twitch right now, which I haven't streamed in a while, but let's say I streamed yesterday. When I stream a video game, typically I have it set to where once I end the stream, it does all the post editing, like it makes everything clear, you know, saves the video and then publishes it to where you can, if you're one of my subscribers or a viewer of my channel, you can go back and watch it later. Kind of like what we do with the podcast episodes where they get posted up on YouTube and Rumble and all the different podcasting sites and stuff like that after we do the lives. Twitch does the same thing with your streams, but there's the setting you can turn off that keeps them from auto saving and publishing. So that is where you save yourself from those copyright strikes.
Huh.
So the goal is getting closer, Jay. The goal is getting closer.
We're not. I'll let you fuck with it first. We're still not all the way there. Like the fact that you can't auto like that. Like that's the work. That's their workaround. Is like it's only because it's live. It's
I'm okay with it because I think of like back in the day when we would listen to radio and once it's over, it's over. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what?
Just had in the fucking recorder and recorded that.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference between now and back then, though, John. Radio stations still had archives of their old shows.
Yes, they did. Yes,
so
they did. You're right.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So here's what
you're right.
Because I've been thinking about doing something similar, John.
Great point.
Before John brought this up, we hadn't discussed that he was doing this radio show at all.
Yeah, this has been close to the chest. Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it since they made that new thing too. And what I would do is instead of it just auto saving online, back, you know, when I go live, also record. So that way I have that archival footage to go back to.
I would put it on like Patreon or something, you know?
Or do a Patreon with it, or go over to Rumble.
Yeah. Rumble right now, it's a Wild West over there, and I love it.
Because Rumble, you could fucking post it up and you're not going to get shit.
I mean, look, we have our Olympic footage. It's still on Rumble.
Yeah. And there was no reason for it to be taken down. That was ridiculous.
As part of what? The Fair Use Act, we were commentating it for research purposes so we could talk about it on a podcast.
We could have appealed that, by the way, John.
And we didn't fucking use their audio. We just used the fucking the video. You know what I mean? So
I'm tired of being so passive aggressive.
Yeah, you need to be aggressive. Like you need to come home to the infantry, dude, and like get aggressive about this shit. Like stop letting people kick you around and start kicking.
And you're right. No, and you're right.
there were times on my Twitch. So I use, when I'm streaming, when I'm doing my just chatting at the beginning and at the end of my streams, I have a copyright free music playlist that I have going to put some little background music to it.
Mhm.
And there's been several times that those portions of my streams were muted by Twitch for copyright infringement or copyrighted music. And I go in, and every time I've gone in and I've appealed it, and they've always removed it because it's their algorithm and their AI just saying, okay, it seems like it's copyrighted, but it really isn't.
Yeah, that's like
Or it'll say
that happened on this show,
or it'll say that
times.
it was a song that played, and when I go through the playlist that I use, that song's not even on the fucking playlist.
Yeah, so like right here, this is a royalty-free rock streaming thing right here. Do you have a whole? I'm pretty sure Squilini may have seen the same one or has this same playlist too. Now, what's interesting too, and Squilini brought up a good point too, how some of those songs won't even come up. You know, especially since they're on these lists right here. And I mean, can we all just agree that copyright's kind of fucked?
Well, it's not the copyright's fucked. It's how after the internet came around, everybody wanted a slice of the pie.
Yeah.
And to the artists, the artists deserve their slice of the pie. I get that part.
Yeah.
If we're talking about doing something like a fucking radio show, the whole point of a radio show is to play music with a DJ in there about this much in between every second or third song. You know what I mean?
To promote your music.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's where it's like you're not making money off the people's music, you're making money off the show.
Yeah.
It's the show. It's like how many like little music bits do they use on like Howard Stern? You know what I mean?
And on top of that, when you listen to a radio, not all the songs that play are going to be good.
No.
You know?
It's a radio. It's like a radio show. It's like it's like what you turn on in the morning when you shit, shower, and shave, and you're driving to work, and then once you get to work, the music goes off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's basically it's a fucking radio show. Or like you're working the fucking graveyard shift at the fucking goddamn Circle K. You know what I mean? And you got to stay awake because it's 3:00 in the morning. That's what the radio show is for. It'll kill like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's for. So
yeah, I mean, it's copyright's fucked, like you said, Jay. It's I get it's there to protect the artists.
I get why people want their money. The internet fucked everything up. It really fucked everything up.
I mean, I just read a story just yesterday where an artist who was going to be in GTA, well, he said GTA 6. What I think,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I saw that too.
Now you notice how he probably mentioned the wrong game.
No, he was talking. No, he was offered.
But he mentions that the game made 6.8 billion. 6 isn't out yet.
No, he was talking about 5. He was
okay.
When he was referencing why basically Rockstar offered this dude $7,500 bucks, and like that was it, and that's all it would have been. Would his band have gotten a lot more notoriety and maybe some more plays? I don't know. I do know this though. $7,500 to use your song in that game for the rest of all time is not enough.
Not enough.
Not even close. And Rockstar, you can continue to like lick everyone's asshole, dude, right now because you're being cheap bastards. Like your company is worth like $22 billion, and you can't like $7,500 out of $22 billion. Like eat a fucking dick.
$7,500 for 2 songs.
Yeah, fuck that. Nope. Yep.
Now, how much did Madonna charge Disney for Like a Prayer? Because I bet you money she charged a buttload too. You know what I mean?
So actually,
Madonna's actually a very business savvy woman. Like
Madonna typically doesn't license out her music for movies.
Yeah,
that came to be because Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy went to her house and met with her, showed her a rough edit of the movie.
Yep.
And where the song was going to go in.
Yep.
And she said, I will license this song only if you make these changes to this part.
And I think they put the song in a slightly different position too, didn't they?
Yep.
They changed the position of where the song was going to start and where it was going to continue, basically.
And from my understanding, she actually didn't license it for money.
I don't know what she did, but it was more of a personal favor to Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So, by the way, congratulations to Madonna. You're a very business savvy woman, and we do love you here. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, what else we got? Everybody, called the ICU. Nurse Disrespect has been released.
Oh, this fucking bitch. This fucking bitch.
So this motherfucker came back, and noticeably first, production was low, whole team gone, shit show.
I mean, what do you expect? I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to fucking hang out with the guy either.
Exactly. He comes back and he goes into more detail about his side of the story, right?
What side?
He says, so he doesn't change what he says, but he adds on that he had inappropriate conversations, which he still didn't go into context about what that's about. Because regardless, whatever the conversation was, you should not be having conversations like that.
Well, isn't he married?
Yes.
He fucking married?
And has kids. So he says he goes on to say that he was targeted at Twitch because his manager didn't like him. Boo fucking who?
Targeted.
That's one.
He's the victim here. He's the victim.
Then he starts name dropping everybody. Right, Squilini? He name drops everybody, even the person who started the lawsuit, who's Cody Connors, the guy who started the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Which, when we look back at it, he broke the agreement of the settlement, right? He broke whatever stance that they had, which gives Dr. Disrespect, Guy Beam, the opportunity to try to clear his name, right? Now, if you had this opportunity, wouldn't you try to clear your fucking name?
I maybe, but I see. I would never find myself in a position like that. Number one, number two.
Yeah, that too.
Number two, in a situation like this, hypothetically speaking, in a situation like that, I think the best thing to do is keep your fucking mouth shut. Like, because all you do at that point is dig yourself a giant, deeper hole.
Yep.
You're just digging. He's just digging down right now, and it's just like, I'm sure the dude still has his audience, right? So like, he didn't have to worry about fucking like people not watching.
Not as many.
Right?
Not as
not
many.
as many, but people. My God, John, people still fucking did.
I know.
They?
Oh yeah.
Well, and there was 100,000 people when I went in there.
Okay,
when I saw it.
That's just disgusting.
I know.
That disgusts me.
And now you guys are probably like, oh, well, why were you watching it? Because this is content. We need to know what's going on because we need to know what side we're rooting for, right?
We covered this story several months ago when it
was initially unfolding.
Yeah, it needs to come to a conclusion. So there's two things that he can do. Two things, which the first one I haven't heard any word of him doing, which is a defamation suit. If everything that he's saying is true in that defamation suit, everything should come out to public. What is stopping him from doing this lawsuit in order for that stuff to come out?
It's a thing. It's a legal term, John. It's discovery. In legal terms, that's called discovery. And during discovery, everything that got texted would be published.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why. Because he's a bitch. Because he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah. So and then two. You want to talk? Release the documents. Release the documents.
Mm-hmm.
He is so not the fucking victim here. Like this.
I know he's not.
He was being a total grosso, fucking and inappropriately having a conversation, a text, a whatever the fuck you want to call it, with somebody a lot younger. Let me put it to you this way, Mr. Fucking Disrespect.
Mr. Beam. Mr. Beam.
Mr. Beam. I have nothing but fucking contempt in my heart for people like you. If you have to use the age of consent as an excuse for why you're doing the shit you're doing, you're fucking wrong. You're just fucking. How old are you, motherfucker? How old are you? What grade are you in?
He's in his late 40s, I believe.
What grade are you in, Dr. Disrespect? You fuck. And you gotta fucking you gotta use the age of consent. You have to use the age of consent as your argument. How
Yeah.
fucking gross are you? How gross are you, dude? Jesus Christ! What? Like you're in the prime of your life to bang milfs. If you're gonna cheat on your wife, go bang a milf, dude. What the fuck? Like, grow the fuck
He
up.
did that too.
Grow the fuck. Who the fuck wants?
I think what pissed me off more with his return stream was the fact that he started attacking the people that
That did the right thing.
him and did the right thing by not supporting him anymore and straight up, saying, hey, I'm no longer associating myself with Dr. Disrespect because of what's coming to light. He attacked Nick Merckx, Tim the Tap Man, Ninja, fucking everybody that he used to, play Call of Duty with religiously, his fellow streamers within the, that realm of the streaming community. Because, that's all the OGs. Those are all the original guys with streaming, the ones that made it first, that made it big first, that learned, you could do content creation and make money as long as you're entertaining and you provide quality content.
Absolutely.
And they all pretty much just cut ties with him completely because of what he did.
Because why wouldn't you? I don't want to fucking hang out with I love all of my friends deeply, deep down into the cockles of my heart. Okay.
Anybody in my fucking inner circle's a damn chomo. I'm fucking ditching your ass like a fucking bad habit.
If any one of my friends fucking cheated on his wife with like some 18-year-old tart, dude, like guess what, dude? Like me and that homeboy ain't fucking ever talking again. Fucking talking again.
And I just mentioned just last week how we just found out someone in our friend group.
You mentioned that. And how I understand when we have moral failures. Everyone is going to have moral and ethical failures in their life. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve as people and personalities, right? We're in our fucking 40s. You guys, 30s and 40s. We're in our 30s.
I'll be there soon.
We're middle-aged. Just call it what it is. We're middle-aged. If you have made it to middle age and you can't keep your fucking cock in your pants for fucking, fine young people that are barely out of high school, there's something fucking wrong.
How do you even still get it up at that age?
Dude. Like, I don't understand. It's really hard to even describe. Like I wouldn't know.
Quite easy, John. Sorry. 1 millimeter at a time.
Can you tell this is like breaking my fucking brain, John?
Yeah.
I don't understand the moral.
It's crazy.
Failure. It's like somebody who is like more than young enough to be your child.
Yeah.
And like I don't give a fuck what the age of consent is. Like, dude, if you're in your fucking 40s and they're like barely 20 or less than 20,
that bar raises.
That it goes way higher. Like you better be banging people in their fucking 30s, bro. Like that should be like if you're how old is that asshole, John? How old is he?
Must be in his 40s. I think he's either mid or late 40s.
Then whoever you're fucking cheating on your wife with, she better be in her fucking 30s. Okay, I mean just let's just throw it out there, dude. Like,
42. He's 42.
Yeah, 28 to fucking 30s. Yeah, I'd say 28 would be on the low end. But they better be a lot fucking older than 18 to 20. You know what I mean? A lot fucking older. Fuck that shit, dude. What a fucking dirtbag. What a fucking scumbag.
Yeah. So I have something funny. So I was watching this show called Outlast. That show where they put people in Alaska. Mm-hmm. There's a veteran on the show.
Yeah.
Who stopped doing shit because he had like a hip replacement.
He just like quiet quit or what?
No, he didn't quit. He's in pain. So he screams out, well, the VA didn't pay for it.
That's pretty funny. That is actually pretty funny.
And we were watching this show like 2:00 in the morning this morning, and like I was like falling asleep, and he screamed that. I was like, rewind that real quick. What's he complaining about? He's like, he's complaining about his hip replacement. He's like, well, the VA didn't pay for my hip. I was like, well, that is the truest thing. Like this is reality TV right here.
That's reality.
So I want to read some quotes from some of the streamers that used to be in Doc's inner circle and things they've tweeted out or said after Doc's comeback this week.
Let's hear it.
So Nick Merckx.
Oh,
stayed,
he's been
he's been the most vocal out of bunch. But Nick Merckx, this fucker, Dr. Disrespect, is married with children pushing 40, admits to texting a minor inappropriately. His words, not mine. So I cut ties because obviously that's inexcusable.
So he said,
now,
a minor,
I'm a shit friend for not having his back. Bunch of brain rot morons on this app. Another streamer, Dr. Lupo. Yep. Ooh. Another streamer, Dr. Lupo, offered one of his most forceful torchings of Doc's return. There's no way you do not have fucking brain damage from this. There's absolutely no way if anywhere along that path you go, oh, that's fine. You got something fucked up in your head. He messaged a 17-year-old when he was in his late 30s with a child and married to solicit them for sex. And every single time he talks about it, it's going to be sugar-coated. It's going to be dumbed down because at what point are you going to say, yeah, I wanted to fuck a teenager? Do you think he's going to say that?
Thank you. That's fun. That's exactly what I was getting at. And he perfectly put it into the words that was hard for me to find. Like, that's basically what it comes down to. You're being a fucking grosso. You're being a total fucking grosso. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Ew. Fucking gross. Like, how do you,
yeah. No. Just get out of here. Get out of our space.
Can we move the fuck on? Move the fuck on. I'm getting fucking agitated.
So we'll move on from that. I've got a bit of a funny story.
What you got?
So last night we get done. Neighbors, they went up to family member's lake house for the weekend. So we were watching their dogs yesterday evening, this morning. So we get back from going and walking the dogs last night, get ready to come upstairs, go to bed. Get upstairs. I grab my laptop, my MacBook. I was going to do a little bit of research for some shit today, watch some reels from the games Thursday and Friday, just to anything I might have missed. Well, I open my MacBook and it says AirPods have connected. I'm like, what the fuck? Where my AirPods shouldn't be connected. They're on my desk in the office. So I come in the office to look. AirPods case isn't there. Well, apparently I forgot it in my jean pocket. And my AirPods went through the fucking washer and were in the fucking dryer.
Did they survive?
Oh, yeah, they still fucking work. But they had popped out, the case had opened up and they popped out of the case. So while they're spinning in the fucking dryer, my Mac's thinking the AirPods are connecting to them.
That's pretty fucking, that is actually pretty good.
I get that fucking notification on the top corner of my fucking screen on my laptop.
Like trying to connect.
Where the fuck are what the fuck? So I go looking. I had to tear everything out of the dryer while it was still trying to dry to find my AirPods.
That's fucking hilarious. John, you're muted. You're muted.
Can we talk about how your AirPods still work?
Yeah.
So I have the 2nd Gen Pros, which are water resistant.
But not waterproof.
So I think them going through the dryer dried them out enough to where they still work.
My fucking God. My fucking God, dude.
Hey, you didn't have to put it in rice either. That's amazing.
So, and then on top of that, I just want to talk about a few things here.
Oh boy.
So, we've been mentioning for a couple weeks now that there's a group of us. We're all trying to quit bad habits within the DD214 network community, myself and John included.
Your hair looks really good, John, by the way. Your hair looks really fucking good.
You're now I just did a show with David Karsh from the Dungeon, and he said I have the best hair in podcasting. So I'm gonna
you better not.
You know why it looks that good?
You better not fucking cut it, John. You better not.
You know why it looks that good?
No.
It looks that good because his conditioner bottle is not actually conditioner. He fills it with his own jizz.
Fucking A. Fucking A. It makes it shiny. It makes it shiny.
It makes it nice and shiny and soft.
And CBD oil.
But so we're doing this whole quitting bad habits thing. Part of what I've been doing is I've started this past week. I got back into the gym. Me and my wife were starting to eat a little bit. I'm not going to say a little bit healthier. We're starting to eat a lot fucking healthier. So yesterday we had to go to the grocery store, get all our fucking food for the week, our meals and shit. It's just 2 of us. Typically, before the whole dieting thing started, grocery trip for a week worth of fucking dinners and lunches and breakfasts, $150, $200.
And then
A week full of fucking healthy food,
uh-huh.
$380 fucking dollars.
You know they do that on purpose, right?
I bet you money the most
Because
expensive.
they want to keep America fucking fat.
Oh, so I bet you money that the majority of the pricing went to milk, eggs,
Produce.
yeah,
So
because
it
water's
was
still
the
cheap.
produce. It was the produce that we got.
Was it the
Because
produce?
so I've been buying organic free cage free eggs.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Instead of no, $4 for a fucking dozen,
That ain't too bad.
which isn't too bad.
That ain't too
And
bad.
That's
then
not bad
instead
at
of
all. We're
regular
paying
milk,
$8
I'm
up here.
switching over to oat milk because I do have
What? You're doing what?
oat milk.
Why?
I have a whey allergy, so
Mm.
I can do dairy in very small amounts.
I was
But you-
raised on the dairy, bitch.
So you can't.
I hate hearing you not
so
drinking
you
like
can't
actual milk.
Yeah, you can't do
Ugh.
like. Yeah, look, I drink Red Cap milk off the gallon.
Fucking right here, whole milk to this day. 43 years old, I drink whole milk like a motherfucker. Vitamin D, bitch.
I normally do drink like I have the whey allergy and I just deal with it by taking Benadryl most of the time.
Oh
But-
shit! Take a nice
Yeah.
nap after that.
No, because I break out in hives after a glass of milk. So the
fuck.
Benadryl doesn't make me drowsy. It just
That makes
takes care of the.
That makes my heart very sad for you.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you're
Well,
missing.
it
I would
didn't start
bathe in
happening
milk.
until I was about 34. Until between 33 and 34, somewhere in there is when that shit started.
John, you remember like you remember those nights you like wake up, you're like groggy as fuck, and you just go to the fridge and you start
just drink Red.
slamming fucking milk, and it tastes so goddamn good.
Yo, and you start chugging it like a fucking beer, and it starts
Amy-
dripping down your face.
Amy thinks I'm fucking weird for it because that's typically
It puts you back to sleep.
I love,
milk.
before bedtime,
Milk.
a nice big old cold glass of milk. Fucking amazing.
I like a warm glass too.
Or, zap it for about
everybody's got
30
flavor,
seconds
man.
in the microwave to just warm it up a little bit. You don't want
Yeah.
it too fucking warm.
Man, I'll tell you, man, it tastes so good.
You know,
Oh,
like
You guys are
my
making me thirsty for
wife,
milk.
a couple years ago, my wife would complain like, "Where the fuck is all the milk going?" She would wake up and be like, half the milk would be gone like a day or two after she would buy it. Like, where the fuck is all the milk? And then one day,
And John's sitting there like,
I decided to sneak off into the kitchen. I thought I was gonna go get some water. I was like, "You want some water?" She's like, yeah. So I go into the kitchen. I start fucking
pounded milk.
I start fucking deep throating that shit, dude. A whole Red Cap,
Just put your mouth right on that. Put your mouth right on that titty.
right on the
Start
tip,
sucking.
dude. Yep.
Start
And
sucking.
then so first I see my kid walk in, and then I see him walk away, and then I see my wife barge in, and she's like, "Are you drinking milk out of the gallon?" And I'm like, "Yes, the fuck I am. This is the. If I'm not drinking out of a cow, I'm drinking it out of the gallon."
But
Straight from the source, baby. Straight from the source.
the oat milk, I didn't get that to drink. So I'm doing like oats overnights in mason jars for breakfasts. And
I'm intrigued. Like, what does it taste like? Aside from like instant oatmeal. What does it taste? What does oat milk taste like?
Yeah.
Like
it doesn't really have like, so I get it where it's like got added like vanilla flavor to it
Okay.
because the unflavored just doesn't have a fucking taste.
So what's the point of it then? Like that's my next question. Like why do they even make oat milk? What is it? Is that for like vegans or like is that
It's
for like
for people that have that are lactose intolerant,
Oh,
people with
yeah.
whey protein allergies, or people that just don't like regular fucking milk.
I feel
those
bad.
people are
I feel
weird.
bad. I feel bad for people that
Because
don't.
I love regular milk. It hurts so bad getting fucking something besides regular milk. I will tell you that straight.
Pizza must be harsh for you sometimes. Then
I would be devastated if I found out one day I couldn't drink milk ever again. Like that would legitimately like I would be depressed over that. Like,
But
and I would probably still drink milk. Like that's
I mean,
I will
So-
die by this gallon.
God damn it, dude! Like, is it too much to ask to like eat a bowl of cereal and watch Saturday morning cartoons and smoke weed and play video games like once in a while?
Dude, the best part of
Part
a
of
bowl
that
of
is-
cereal is the
Part
milk.
of that is the bowl of cereal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like that's like part of that is it takes milk. It takes fucking milk.
You know,
You know what
I
I mean?
wanted a couple years ago. I started working on a patent that I found out was already taken later on in life. That I was making a thing called cereal milk, and it was so. What I would do, I would get like Fruity Pebbles. Like Fruity Pebbles is
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
mm,
I would crush that bitch up, let it sit in the milk, drain out the milk, and drink it.
drain it through like a cheesecloth and then
Yep,
drink it.
exactly. The cheesecloth it would be better too than like a regular strainer.
Strainer, yeah, it would. That's a good idea.
And
but
then-
how is that? Who somebody else already patented that? Though?
Some guy in London.
Hey, great minds think alike, John. Great minds.
Hey,
think
I'm
alike.
not mad at it. It exists now. You
And
know?
then the other odd thing that I found funny is so I drink these Ghost energies. They're more pre-workout than they're actually like Red Bull or Monsters.
Yeah.
So, it's got zero sugars, fucking fat, all the bad shit in fucking energy drinks this doesn't have. It's only 10 calories for a can.
Well, you take energy scoops dry.
Not anymore. That was
You've
a,
retired.
2-time thing. But so the company that makes these, because they also make, whey protein and creatine and shit like that for your muscle heads and all that shit. They make a protein cereal.
Yeah.
So
How many grams of protein per serving?
Actually, I want to try their protein. I know someone who drinks their protein, and they said it's like rich with nutrients and stuff
It
like
is.
that.
It very much is.
Yeah.
That's you can use protein as a substitute for a meal.
Yeah.
It's really like, and a lot of people do it. That's the idea behind. You remember what was that shit when we were kids? All the ladies were
Ensure.
Nutrifast.
Yeah, shit like that.
So
A shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, and a sensible dinner. Right? It's protein. That's all they were drinking was protein.
My grandmother tried to
It's,
make me drink that shit a lot.
so it's 17 grams of protein per bowl of cereal.
Woo!
I can dig it. That's a meal. That's
Now,
a
are
fun-
you-
that's a
and-
fucking meal.
Now,
Hold on.
Swalini, are you like a granola guy too?
Yes.
Are you crunchy, Joe? Are you crunchy?
So like last week my breakfasts were last week for breakfast I was doing like low fat Greek yogurt with fresh berries, honey, and
Fucking
granola.
love yogurt, dude. I love
Um,
yogurt.
I'm all about that sloppy sauce, bro.
But yeah, this
Right.
is
I like
this
gravy
is that
too.
cereal. So that's just one of the two
Oh
flavors. They've
shit!
got marshmallow and then they've got a
See, look at the protein too. Look at that shit. They have a cookies and cream one.
Yeah. That's got to be one of the more popular flavors of it. Of
and then they also have sleep.
sleep.
Oh, they got melatonin up in that bitch.
So
I
there's,
love,
you
I
know,
love
their
how
pre-workouts.
I love how the first one is called Blue Dream, one of my favorite marijuana strains.
Oh, really?
Apple pie.
Do they have one called Death?
They do
Right.
actually.
Welch's
smoke it.
grape pre-workout.
Wait a minute, V4 Sonic.
I got nothing.
So
on it.
it's the Sonic Cherry Limeade.
See, once you put the limeade in there, it ruins it.
What?
I don't like limeade or lemonade.
Oh my! Oh,
I hate.
blasphemy.
I
Fucking
despise it.
blasphemy. How
I
dare
really-
you, sir?
Oh,
How
orange
fucking
cream,
dare you,
orange
sir.
cream. Give it to me, baby.
So-
Give me the
so-
orange cream.
I actually
Oh.
I buy it just because that's all this is their pre-workout just
Yeah.
pre-made in a can. What I typically do is I get a 4-pack or 2 4-packs of the orange cream because it tastes just like the creamsicle pops.
Okay. All right.
Cinnabon kit.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go buy me a Cinnabon kit.
Oh my God! Here we
God,
go.
I'm gonna come.
So they do
Holy
both
shit,
whey
dude!
and
Look at
protein.
that.
Keep it in your
So-
pants, John. Keep it in your pants.
So I
YouTube,
guess
I'm sorry,
if you
guys.
can't do whey protein, they do a vegan. They have a vegan protein option if you can't do whey.
There you go.
Dog, you should have showed me this. I'm obsessed with Cinnabon.
Warheads,
We know, John.
fucking
we know.
Oreos, mint Oreo,
Have you ever put Cinnabon on your spouse's ass and
Chips
ate out of
Ahoy,
it?
Nutter butter.
God damn it. I wish I had. I've actually never eaten. I've never eaten Cinnabon, but that sounds delightful. That
Cinnabon,
sounds delightful.
yo, Cinnabon is so good that when I was going home for Christmas Exodus, a mother and his kid came up to me and gave me free Cinnabon. You know, they were just like, "Thank you for your service." You know, sitting there with my fuzzy.
Pancake batter.
Oh,
But
this is all
Hey,
right. So
we're getting sexual now. We're getting
yeah, so
sexual about
Jay
food.
wanted to. So Jay had brought up something earlier today. Space Marine 2. What do you want to start with? The positive or the negatives?
I would say, well, here's the reason I brought it up is because
Yeah, you've been hearing conflicting things that I have.
I think the people that got it on pre-order are playing now. The official game, like the game, doesn't officially come out until tomorrow.
Yeah.
The people that got pre-ordered it have been playing for the last several days. What I'm reading on the interwebs is that people are actually happy about this fucking game, and this is like
Yes.
this is one of the first games in a hot minute that we have literally any positive news about, and that's kind of why I wanted to bring whether the reviews are true or not.
Yeah. So
Like the fact that there's a positive gaming story was kind of intriguing to me.
yeah. So really, really interesting too. So I've been hearing the same things for people who have been able to play the game, but I'm going to go back a couple weeks, and about 2 months ago, I'm going to go back 2 months. 2 months ago,
2 weeks and 2 months.
yeah, the game was leaked out on a zip drive, and people were playing it 2 months ago.
Okay.
And people were saying really good fucking things about the game, really good fucking things. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So a friend of ours, I'm going to write this in our private chat. A friend of ours named The Daily Bread said, and it's not just him, I've heard this from 4 people, and these people have very high-powered PCs.
Okay.
They, so they built their shit very powerful. The game doesn't run past the first cutscene.
It doesn't do what now?
It doesn't. The game doesn't work.
so
It doesn't work on what if you have a high-powered PC?
No, it for not just that, but people who are on PC, they can't get past the first cutscene. What do you got, Squillini?
I actually made it past the first cutscene on mine,
Good.
Okay.
and
Are you
I
playing
don't
it?
have
Are
a
you
high-powered
fucking playing it? Are you playing it?
So I haven't. I made it through the first cutscene and like the first part of the tutorial. I haven't really dove into the game yet
And you're letting me and John sit here and talk about it, like while you're just sitting there and you've already fucking played it.
because I haven't played it enough to really have anything to talk about yet.
Okay, fair. Which chapter are you playing as in the Warhammer universe? What chapter is it? Just out of curiosity. I'm gonna nerd out. I'm gonna nerd out on fucking Warhammer 40K lore right now.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I have to throw this in. It hasn't been released yet, but us and you, me and Laura are covering Space Marine. So make sure you check that out.
You're covering what? The 40K universe?
Not all of it. Just Space Marine.
That's a huge bite. There's a shitload of chapters. That's a huge fucking
Yeah, so I can't get into too much detail about it because you know me, it's not my show, but they're it's in the cards, and a full Warhammer could be coming, but they want to. Yeah.
I could actually. It's very niche in the 40K universe. But there is actually something I would actually be able to assist you on.
It's a big lore.
I have about this much knowledge for the whole universe, but what I do have in that knowledge, I could actually help you out probably.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't have any knowledge. One of my buddies just gifted me the fucking game.
Yeah.
That's cool though. That's
I'm
really
new
cool.
to the world, and I love everything about it. The war in heaven.
There's a whole oh my god, it's ridiculous. Like,
and then I've got a bunch of friends that do the tabletop fucking Warhammer.
Joe, Joe, can you do us a favor for next week, since we're going to be pre-recording, which remind me we need to talk about that later. Can you play that game and give us a review in a few days?
Yeah, I'll try to
put aside some time and get it 3 to 6 hours into it, maybe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but hey, it doesn't take away that there are a lot of people who aren't able to play this right now. I mean, I'm looking at.
I don't have a PS5.
Yeah, I'm looking at different forums right now, in different spaces: Facebook, Reddit, social media.
Reddit's up this game's ass right now. Like,
Reddit loves it. And people who are able to play are loving the game, but there are a lot of people who can't play the game right now.
It tells me that there's something going on with the computers that aren't getting past the cutscene.
Yeah,
because
it doesn't sound like a game problem. It sounds like a computer problem.
Because here's the thing: I don't have, again, I built my PC. I built my PC, John. I built your PC, and
it works great.
I didn't use when I built mine. I was on such a tight budget that I've upgraded pieces here and there.
What card?
I'm running a 3060 Ti for my GPU, and I'm using the Ryzen 5, the 5600X for my CPU. So I'm entry level CPU and graphics right now. I've upgraded the graphics card because when I initially built it, I think I bought a 1660 Ti. Because they didn't have any 30 series available at that time.
Yeah.
And then when that card finally crapped out because I got it used, I went and upgraded to the 3060. So
yeah, so
I'm running. It seems weird.
You know what's really fucked up?
Fucking issues.
Yeah. So I have a 3080 and Bread, the Daily Bread, I think he has a 4070, I think. And it's crazy how some people are not able to play this, but it is what it is. I'll tell you one game that's still fun. Once Human is still fun. I'm still playing the fucking shit out of that.
Are you getting good? Are you getting good, John?
Good is an understatement. All right.
Ooh.
Okay. I am the gardener. All right.
Ooh.
I have over hundreds of seeds. My garden is full of deviated cucumbers. I make beer.
I have over hundreds of seeds too, but
I've got millions. I've got millions of seeds.
I'm making beer now, guys. I'm making beer now.
That's badass.
I really need to fucking download this game.
It's free.
And it's free to play.
Yeah, but here's the thing. And they just addressed this the other day. So remember how I was telling you how there's a certain day cap where you come in and we'll not be able to play with each other. They upped it to 14 days now. So they're listening to what people are saying as developers, and they're saying, okay, where they see that people have a problem with this, they want to play with their friends more. Right. So they've introduced group signups now, which is a big thing for players that want to play this game. And Squilini, I'm telling you,
it sounds like it'll keep people playing, John.
Yeah. Right. Well, here's the cool thing too, because if you're not a builder,
and it's also not a big AAA fucking title.
Yeah.
The smaller devs always listen to the fucking fan base. The big fucking cocksuck Activisions and Blizzards of the world. Those are the ones that always fucking say, go fuck yourself.
What was the game we were talking about that completely failed and they just refunded everybody last week? What was the game we were talking about? Concord. Yeah. It's just yet another example of the stockholders, the shareholders having way too much say in anything, and absolutely ruining.
Yeah. Dude,
ruining.
Let me tell you what I've done. I've traded garden seeds. I've harvested thousands of different types of gravel, like tungsten, ore, different types of ore, gold. I've built a house. I have turrets. I have pets. I make food. I fish. I hunt. I combat. And this game has everything for if you don't want to build a house, Give me access and I'll build your house while you go off and fight the bad guys and get your shit up. You know?
You said this game would not work on my PC.
No.
Well, that's fucking lame.
Don't worry.
Because
When Cleet Sanchez Media makes its first million, I'm getting you a fucking.
You better give me a little. You better give me a little bit more than a fucking PC, John. Okay, like I'm not asking for a lot.
No, yeah, but you know,
but I'm gonna need you to slice just a little bit off the cheese.
to be honest with you, it would probably be a laptop because you're more mobile. You like moving around, so
I do well, and it's I'm just like if you
I
make
don't even need a whole PC. I just need an upgraded graphics card and CPU, and we'll call it a day.
If you make a cool, John, if you make a cool million, can I have like 25K?
Dude, I got
you know what I'm
y'all.
saying? Like,
I fucking got y'all.
I'm not a greedy
No.
man. I'm not a greedy
Give me
man.
25K. Imagine the fucking PC I could build with that.
He's gonna build it into his fucking wall. Is what's gonna happen. But it's
Matt
just
ain't got shit on me.
it's but it's the game is coming out on mobile, which kind of indicates maybe we might be seeing this game come to console soon. So, and speaking of console, I don't mean to transition, but I'm making it official today, guys.
What?
I've asked my wife for Christmas for a PlayStation 5.
Okay. I kind of saw that coming. This Space Marine game, in the back of my head, I was like,
it might be the reason why Jay finally gets a fucking PS5.
I don't think it's going to be Space Marine, but it was the first time like that like the gear turned in my head.
The gear started.
The gear turned, and I was like, ooh, if they start actually developing a library, and if they actually have games worth of shit, like worth playing and getting into, maybe.
Well,
maybe.
So,
you know what I mean?
that's like for me. So, last Christmas I got my PS5. And for me, the big thing with getting a PS5 over an Xbox, for instance, is the fact that I've got a really good fucking gaming PC that can play everything Xbox can.
Thank you.
So,
That's
all the
exactly
Xbox exclusive titles are on fucking PC. I don't need an Xbox to play fucking any of the exclusive shit for there.
Correct.
Now, PlayStation, on the other hand, yes, last year they did start releasing some of their exclusives to PC, but their turnaround cycle for a game comes out on PS5, that's one of their exclusives, you can expect it to take a year to year and a half before they port it over to PC.
Yeah.
And I'm a big God of War fan. I've played all the fucking games over the years, love God of War, wanted to play fucking Ragnarok, the latest one in the set. Sony came out and said, oh, we're not going to port this over to PC at all.
Yeah.
And they also said they weren't going to port over the second Spider-Man game to PC, even though they brought the first one and the expansion, the Miles Morales one.
And they did it.
They said they weren't going to bring number 2 to PC, though. So that was another selling point. And then also, the same studio, Insomniac Games, who made the Spider-Man games, is doing a Wolverine game exclusively for PlayStation.
And that shit looks good.
So, there was more than just one game that made me say, hey, I want a PS5.
I mean, eventually,
and they've been adding
to every console generation. Eventually, I have broken down and gotten. Eventually, I'm usually like way behind the curve. Shit's been out for a while, whatever. But eventually, I break down and I get each successive.
Yeah, the thing for me was that I keep on thinking about GTA 6, and we're not gonna get GTA 6 for a year on PC.
I want DLC for fucking Red Dead. Like I really I see a lot of Red Dead stuff that people are still playing the fuck out of this game.
Yo, now it has a big rise again.
It is. It's in a crescendo right now. And like more people have like rediscovered the beauty of Red Dead 2, and now and Rockstar did not release any fucking DLC for it. So like the game is still available for them to start releasing content on.
Do you guys want to know how many people are playing Red Dead Redemption 2 right now? Right now.
Tell me.
How many?
40,000 people are playing this right now. Okay.
And the online is notoriously fucking bad.
That's just because I'm assuming you looked it up on like Twitch or something like that.
No, the Steam database.
Ah.
Yeah. It's probably not
Well,
as
it's
accurate,
a
but
lot
it's
more
around.
than that, though, because if you're looking at just the Steam database, you've also got the people that are
RP.
playing it on PS4s or
Yeah,
that bought it through Epic instead of Steam.
yeah. And
Because
then you
like
also,
I own it on PC, but I bought it on Epic instead of Steam.
yeah, you also have the RP players too.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of RP players in that space too. So that's another thing too. And I mean, Rockstar sees, they see how much money is being made just through Red Dead. You know, we didn't want to, I'm going to say it. A lot of us didn't want GTA 6. Yeah, we wanted it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, after Red Dead came out, we're just like, we want more of this.
More Red Dead. Yeah.
You know,
like, and I'm sure GTA 6 is going to blow everybody's fucking socks off. Whatever. Like every GTA game does. It's like, can I get fucking, Undead Nightmare for Red Dead 2? Can I get?
Yes.
Can you unlock the Mexico portion of the map?
Yeah.
Because it's in there.
And hey, if you want to come to Mexico, come to the Forgotten Trails RP server, because our Mexico is actually open. You can actually go to our Mexico, and you could actually take a boat to Guarma too and live there in our server. So if you want to have a full experience on Red Dead, check out the RP servers.
Thank you.
They're fun. It's better than online. It's way better than
I guarantee it is.
The big issue with Rockstar is their biggest selling franchise is fucking Grand Theft Auto.
It's crazy.
And if
the
we
biggest
look at
issue,
it,
they milk that tit for fucking over a goddamn decade. That's their fucking biggest issue.
Until GTA 5, we had GTA games come out at least every other year. But that's their biggest franchise that they're known for, because up until the first Red Dead game, the only game Rockstar really fucking put out was Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 151,000 players on Grand Theft Auto right now on Steam.
I believe it.
That's just Steam.
Yeah, that's just Steam. That's not counting everyone else in all the other places, right?
Yeah, that's not counting the people that are still playing it on their fucking Xbox 360s and PS3s because they can't afford to get the new.
Yeah, and then Red Dead 1 just got recently re-released, but they're saying it's coming to PC soon too, which I'm waiting for. That's taking a long time. But hey, we want more Red Dead. But yeah, that's pretty much my thing for the PlayStation 5. It's because a lot of people I know are on PlayStation. They're gonna get GTA 6. GTA 6 is not coming to PC right away. And
it's coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and it's going to be there exclusively for the first year.
Yep.
Then it's going to go over to PC.
Yeah, so I want to play this game. I don't want to wait a whole year. At least if I could play the campaign through the PlayStation and then do whatever else online afterwards, sign me up. But I don't see this game going cross-play.
What, as far as like cross-platform?
Yeah, I don't see
online.
Yeah, I do not see Grand Theft Auto 6 going cross-platform.
Why wouldn't it?
The same reason we complain about Rockstar all the time.
Them trying to make more money by you have to buy it on multiple different fucking platforms.
The same thing with Bethesda. The means are there.
My ears there's smoke coming out of my ears.
Yeah.
Right
so, do we have anything else before we hit sports?
What do you got, Joe?
Beetlejuice.
Yes. Talk to us about that.
Fucking yes. I want to hear about this shit. Tell us.
So, I'm gonna start off with, I'm not a very big fan of the fact that a lot of older stuff is getting remade or sequels are finally coming out.
Decades after they should have,
So the first Beetlejuice came out in 1988, so 36 fucking years ago.
It was the year I was born.
This guy remembers.
I wasn't even alive yet when the first one came out.
What's the date on that?
I don't know the exact date.
I got you right now. March 30th. So 2 months before I was born.
I remember being in like third grade and thinking like the greatest movie line in the history of cinema was "Nice fucking model, honk honk." You know what I mean? Like yeah, because like I was in third grade. And I was like, that's like the peak of fucking intellectual humor, right? Like yeah.
So this one though, I will say, no major spoilers because it did just come out. I'm going to keep, extremely spoiler free. There were a couple cameos from people.
Okay.
Nothing really big.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito makes an appearance in the movie.
Oh, of course. Tim Burton made this one, right?
So Burton did this one
Okay,
again.
cool.
It wouldn't have been I would have, if fucking Burton didn't do it, I wouldn't have spent money to go see it.
Okay, cool.
I'm just going to throw that out there.
I was going to say, when I went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine, that Beetlejuice was the only
Trailer
that I was like, I might watch this. I might watch that.
So
the only one.
So yeah, I mean, Burton came back as director and heading it up. He used more practical effects than CGI because Burton wanted to keep it truer to the original movie, where there wasn't a lot of CGI available at the time.
He's really good with that shit too, man.
Yep. Keaton back as fucking Beetlejuice. Love it. I can officially say in my lifetime I've seen Keaton come back as fucking Batman and Beetlejuice now. So mad props there.
Now let's get a Multiplicity sequel.
The story was good. It did pick up, it kind of picked up and continued the story from the first movie, but then gave backstory into like Beetlejuice. So like we got his backstory too, like how he came to be the ghost with the most, so to speak.
Oh shit.
It definitely, it had some turns. The trailers make it seem like X person's a bad guy when they're not.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe, amazing in the movie, but I love Willem Dafoe to begin with. He's a great actor. He's not been in anything that I've been fucking annoyed with. Like
nope.
Everything he's ever been in, even Boondock Saints, he's fucking done great in his roles. But he's also one of those method actors that's a true method actor. Like he gets into the role that he's playing. And
he's great.
Yeah, and his character in this,
one of the greatest New Yorkers. His character in this, he's an ex-action star that died that's now in charge of the Afterlife Police Department. Oh. So, I will say, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. There definitely was some misses with the movie overall. Winona Ryder has no business fucking acting anymore.
Oh no, really?
I felt like it was a little like her part seemed more fucking like strained and she didn't really want to do it.
I'm really curious about the final season of Stranger Things, and not just because of Winona Ryder, but like I've heard she doesn't seem as interested anymore. She kind of like she's like started phoning,
a little disconnected
from
the role.
She's like phoning it in. She's just phoning it in. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like you can tell when people are phoning it in.
Yeah. Like this was more. She's just hurting for fucking money, so she took the role, reprised her role as Lydia Deetz, just for the fact of needing a paycheck. You good?
Yeah, I got a fucking text. I'm so sorry.
Oh, John muted himself too. So.
Oh yeah. No, my daughter walked in.
Like everybody just kind of like blinked for a minute there. Like
the universe just came in to like pause all of us for a second.
Yeah, it was just like, wait, what's going on here?
So
I think my daughter broke her glasses.
The movie was good. Oh, it definitely was nice seeing everybody back in their, or at least Catherine O'Hara, Keaton, and fucking Ryder back in the original.
How was Catherine O'Hara? How was she? How'd she do? I've been like she was like when I was a kid, she was like, the comedic mother, like in movies.
Well, I mean, yeah. We got to look at Home Alone. Fucking, she voiced Sally in fucking The Nightmare Before Christmas,
and like do like SCTV, like freaking, like she's been around for fucking like a hot fucking minute. Like a hot fucking minute.
So
Like,
she definitely embodied the fucking role again of that specific character. You know, the ditzy fucking stepmom that doesn't know her ass from her fucking elbow.
has a little bit too much money. Has a little bit too much money. Like, yeah.
And I mean, Jenna Ortega, I like Jenna Ortega in the Wednesday show they did on Netflix. I'm looking forward to the second season whenever that comes out, because I felt it was a really good show. And she's, for being a younger actress coming up in Hollywood now, she's actually got, she's being typecast into these more horror comedy, you know, spookier roles.
Yeah, she'll be all right. She's got plenty of time to freaking branch out, dude. Like, freaking, I'll never get mad at actors or actresses that get kind of typecast, because first off, you got to milk it like while the fucking shit's still coming out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then on top of that, you can always branch out later. Like fucking Daniel Radcliffe branched out, and he'll always be Harry Potter, but he's not necessarily known completely for being Harry Potter anymore. You know what I mean? Like enough time has passed, and he's done enough other shit.
My favorite role he's done recently, talking about Radcliffe, was Weird Al.
He did great in that. I like the movie he did called Horns.
Yeah, Horns was
good. Horns was really good.
That movie was fucking amazing. Also a good book, by the way. Also,
is it really?
That's what it was based off of, John. God damn you, dude.
I didn't know. You know, there's the Stephen King novel, The Long Walk, the original Hunger Games, if you will.
Yes, I own a copy of the book that's collected in.
Yes, actually, I remember the cover. It had like the shoes and the skeleton bone coming out the shoe. It was crazy, but
a bunch of skulls going down the road.
Yeah, so if you guys don't understand what the Long Walk is, it's pretty much like it was a long walk, and whoever dropped out.
You have to walk 4 miles an hour, nonstop, at least 4 miles an hour. If you walk below 4 miles an hour, you're warned twice. On the third time, you're shot. You're killed.
So they're making a movie for this.
Well,
no, they're making a series, a TV series.
Well, and it goes until there's only one person left, Joe.
Yeah.
Like there's 100 people doing this walk.
And I'd be probably one of the first motherfuckers out, unless fucking Joe Biden's standing next to me.
So it was written in the 70s, and he released it under the pseudonym Richard Bachman, and this is like it was a
pseudo name. That was Stephen King's pseudo name.
It's set kind of like in the near future, kind of like The Running Man. It's kind of set like in the near future, and in this near future, this is like this is like their pageantry. This is their games, and it's considered an honor. There's like a national lottery, and if your name gets drawn in the national lottery to do this walk, you can deny. You don't have to go. You are allowed to say no to the long walk, but it's considered like a great honor to do it. So they get 100 people and they line up at this line and they just start walking, and it goes, and like they walk until there's only one person left, and it's like, and so like there's all the things, and like it gets fucking pretty crazy. It gets pretty fucking crazy. Like, put it that way. Like it gets. Like, imagine like if you have to walk 4 miles an hour, how long would it take you to go 100 miles? Do some math, guys. If you have to walk 4 miles an hour, how long would it take you to go 100 miles? What's 100 divided by 4? You guys suck. 25, assholes. 25.
It's a fucking weekend, my guy. I don't.
25 out. So imagine walking 100 miles in 25 hours, like, and trying to maintain that pace. Like, it sounds easy. It fucking ain't. Okay, 100 like 4 miles an hour is a 15-minute mile. That's a brisk pace. That is a brisk pace. Okay.
Would you be able to do it?
Well, I mean, we ruck marched in the Army.
Yeah.
I've done 26-mile ruck, but I definitely didn't keep a fucking 15-minute pace, and I also had a lot of shit on my back. So, fuck, dude. Like, would I be able to do it? Yeah, but I don't think I would win, John. I don't think I would win. because eventually your body will give out, like, and that's kind of what happens in the story is like people like collapse and fucking they can't get back up, or their muscles lock up, and they can't fucking move, and they get warned and they get warned again and then get shot. You know what I mean?
And 100 miles, some characters go longer than 100 miles in that story too.
Yes,
yeah.
they do. Yes, they do.
So one movie I am interested in, and it's not really a movie, it's more of a documentary that's coming out. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
Yes.
Who's gonna play him?
So it's a documentary, so it's archival footage of him.
Sorry. I missed the documentary part. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. So it's more of a documentary. It's not really a biopic where they have somebody else playing him.
Gotcha.
When
is that supposed to
so
come out?
it definitely
Is that Netflix?
No, it's releasing in theaters first, and then I think from
Oh,
there
no
it's going to
shit.
go on Max.
Yeah, I know there's also a Vince McMahon
So-
documentary coming out on Netflix
so-
very soon too.
Yep. So Regal is only showing it 2 days. Like it's only going to be in theaters for like 2 days, and then it's going to release on streaming platforms.
I'd like to see more documentaries in theaters.
I would too. Agree.
Oh,
Hard agree. I remember going and seeing
I look forward to this one just because, as far as I'm concerned, Christopher Reeves
There you
is
go.
Superman. Like that's my Superman.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? He's like
I don't know.
he's
Look,
the iconic one.
he's the guy, just like Michael Keaton was for Batman. I mean, I can't wait for David Corn Sweat, the new Superman. I really can't. I'm excited for it.
We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
and apparently
we'll see if
it
the
was,
shareholders have anything to say, John.
What happened?
I said we'll see if the shareholders have anything to say.
I know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. It's fucking. Are you hearing the rumors about that Downey may or may not be playing Doom, and they saw the backlash.
Yeah.
They saw people saw the backlash. Like it's kind of like
See, and I just hope at this point they just keep him as Duke, because then they'll just bring him back as Iron Man, and I'm over it. Just
like,
keep.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with
Yeah,
this shit.
that's. But
Like-
let's talk about something we could keep up with. We'll start off with what you got, Squilini?
I just had one other thing we're talking about movies and shit real quick. So it's rumored that Jensen Ackles is being cast to play Bruce Wayne / Batman.
They've been talking about that for a while.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Ackles actually came out. He was
Supernatural.
he was in Supernatural, Smallville, The Boys, Soldier Boy.
Oh, that Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You could have just said fucking Soldier Boy.
Well,
Well,
I had
you
to
look
start
like a
going
guy-
through his fucking role.
You look like a guy that likes Supernatural, Jay. I'm
Are
sorry.
you fucking high? Are you fucking high?
I'm about
like-
to be.
That dude. That's
I was last night, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking disrespectful, John. Like I look like I fucking liked Supernatural. Like
It
this,
was a good fucking
this,
show,
Squilini,
Jay.
back me
this
up
fucking
here.
guy. I look like
Yes,
Oh, do
you
I
look
like
like-
Friends too? Do I like Friends and fucking
You
Seinfeld too?
like evil
Fuck,
shit.
guys.
You like dark forces. You like devils and demons. Yeah, of
And
course
you
I
like
would think you
comedy.
like Supernatural.
And you also look like you like the song "Eye of the Tiger." So
Jay loves the song "Eye of the
I
Tiger."
do love this. I do love this song. Thank you, Survivor. We will always love you. I do love Eye of the Tiger. However, comma.
He loves
No.
that song just as much as he loves "Broken Home" by Papa Roach.
Oh, fucking, you motherfucker. Son of a bitch shot me in the ass.
and this is exactly why we record this from separate locations, because at this point, John would be dead.
I'll be flipping fucking tables right now, dude. Like,
I just watched Jay try to reach through the screen and choke John out right then.
what the fuck? Like next, I'm gonna be accused of fucking being like, hey man, you should get into My Little Pony. It'll be great, Jay. Like,
no.
it's
We got
everything
something
you need.
better. Barbie's Horse
Nah, we're
Adventures.
not going into fucking that bullshit.
God damn it.
We're not bronies here.
Baseball.
All right, so we're gonna start off with baseball. The wild card is looking crazy right now. Okay, everything, we have a month away until the heat starts rising up. Okay.
Yep.
Our American League leaders right now are the Yankees, the Guardians, and the Astros.
Yep.
Surprised that the Yankees are up there. Super surprised that the Astros are up there and the Guardians.
Well,
You know, this has been a good year for them.
The Guardians are having a decent year.
Yeah.
And Kansas City.
They're in the wild. They're in the wild card.
We're in the wild card right now, but Kansas City has faltered in a couple of spots. We faltered in a couple of spots this season where we could have overtaken the Guardians, and we didn't do it. And the Guardians keep winning, and that's baseball.
Yeah.
However, like we played the Guardians last week. They swept us, John. They swept us. We were tied for first place the week before. When we played the Guardians, fucking they swept us. And it's like that's that shit where like you can't do that if you're in the fucking playoff hunt. So the Guardians are probably gonna fucking, barring them like shooting themselves in the dick, they're probably gonna take the Central.
Yeah.
Will the Royals have a spot? That's the question now. Is like who's gonna be in the wild card? Because right now it's between the Royals and the Orioles, I think.
Yep, and the Twins, but the Twins ain't looking that good though.
The Twins are. I think we just swept the Twins.
Yeah,
we just swept the Twins. So because we played the Twins this week too.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I personally I want to see some things. I'd like to see the Yankees go against the Phillies for the World Series. I think that would be fucking great.
Yeah, if you can get past the Royals, bitch.
That's right. That's right. But there's a story happening here between Shohei Ohtani of the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees with pitching stats and hitting stats. Our pitching, our last couple games has been off the fucking wall. It's been great. Really fucking good. And Shohei Ohtani, everybody's favorite, switcheroo guy. He's making numbers, and he's making numbers that are almost kind of similar to Aaron Judge's. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have. I would love to see a Shohei Ohtani versus Aaron Judge, but here's the thing: what games? What games are Shohei gonna pitch, and what games would Shohei hit? That's a big factor here. So,
because the National League has designated hitter now too, right?
Yes.
So the entire World Series is designated hitter. Doesn't matter which ballpark you're in.
Yep.
So yeah,
it's going to be an interesting year, but we also
kind of takes his advantage away, then, doesn't it?
But we also have the Diamondbacks. A lot of people are talking about the Diamondbacks right now, and Kansas City. A lot of people are fucking shooting for Kansas City for the Stars right now, and I'm not mad at it.
It happened, about 10 years ago. The first year we kind of like somewhat unexpectedly
the miracle.
2014, the only bigger miracle in 2014 would have been if we won the World Series. We lost the World Series in Game 7, 99 with the tying run 90 feet away. Okay, and we ended up winning in 2015. That's great. 2014 was like the miracle season. We got a one game playoff for a wild card spot on the last day of the season. We won that game. We won the fucking, and then we swept the American League playoffs. We didn't lose the game in the playoffs until we got to the World Series that year. That was a miracle. They called it Blue October here. It was Blue October.
That was a great documentary we watched too.
It was fucking amazing, dude. People are making comparisons to this team. This is me being a local and me being a little bit more of a calmer Kansas City fan, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get as many vibes off the 2014 team compared to this one as I am more like this is a team that can make the playoffs, and if the right things happen, they could make a run.
Yeah.
We have some big holes. We have some big holes in our game. And it's obvious every time we play teams like the Astros, the Guardians, the teams that are in first place right now. It's obvious every time we play them, we get outmatched.
Yeah.
And that's where I love my Royals fucking forever. Okay. Forever, ever, ever. I love my Royals. You're never going to hear me fucking talk shit about them. But if they make the playoffs, I wouldn't put a lot of money on them. Unless you've got like that long shot to win the World Series. If you want to just make one of those like silly bets, put like $50 on the Royals to win the World Series, and you don't care if the $50 like disappears. I would not be betting on the Royals when in the playoffs, depending on who they're playing.
Actually, you want to know something interesting? 25 years ago today, the New York Yankees beat the Kansas City Royals 9-5.
That's funny. Put it this way: I love my Royals. If we make the playoffs, if we got matched against the Yankees, I would be over the moon if we beat you guys, but I wouldn't expect it. I would not expect.
Yeah.
I would not expect us to beat the Yankees in the playoffs. And I hate saying that, especially as a fan and like a lifelong fan. It's my team, but I'm also realistic about some things. Now, if they beat the Yankees, the fucking sky's the limit, because that's the shit that happened in 2014. That's the shit that happened in 2014. They weren't supposed to win. No.
It was a win. When you showed me that documentary, I remember sitting there like, oh shit, that's a big win.
Well, that's because the team hadn't even sniffed the playoffs in like 30 years. And then all of a sudden, like, they're going all the way to the World Series, and they didn't even lose a game on the way to the World Series. And they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't even make the playoffs. They tied on the last day of the season for the wild card spot. So there was a 1-game playoff for the wild card spot. They won that game at the last second, you know what I mean? And then they fucking swept the goddamn American League playoffs. Like that whole October should not have happened. You know what I mean? Like that, like it was magic. It was baseball magic. If the Royals go past the first round in the playoffs, if they make the playoffs, the sky's the limit. But I wouldn't put too much money on them at the beginning. Put it that, because we have some serious holes in our game.
Yeah,
some serious holes in our game. Like it, and they're great. They're a great team. The fact that they tied a record last year for most losses in a season for the franchise. And to turn around, we basically have the same club. We picked up a few people. We basically have the same ball team, and we're going to make the playoffs this year. It's like what in the actual fuck just happened? You know what I mean? Like, you guys lost. They lost 100 fucking games last year. It's the Royals. And then they turn around, we're gonna make the playoffs this year. Like,
and regardless of what happens, they still have the best fan base out there too.
Fucking thank you for that, because can we just pause for a moment and like thank the goddamn beautiful and fucking classy fucking people of Kansas City, Missouri, for fucking always being fucking like good fans.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'd like to piggyback off that. When we went down there to Kansas City, my wife and I were wearing Yankee hats. No dirty looks. There were more people wearing Yankee hats than Kansas City hats when we were there too. That's the funny part. Well, there's all types of sports people in Kansas City.
There is, and here it's nobody takes it personal. No, we got the whole Midwest nice thing. You know, like the southern politeness. We got the whole Midwest nice thing going on out here. So like nobody takes it personal. I had a beer yesterday with a fucking Twins fan. He was in town watching.
There you go.
That, like, literally yesterday, like, I had a beer with a Twins fan. Like, we don't care. Like, it's like, this is Kansas City. This is the city, right? So, like, we welcome all. We welcome.
He came all the way from Minnesota. No, but yeah, that's looking good. It's heating up. I can't wait for the rest of this month to really pop off. So let's talk about
go Royals.
I'm gonna change the background for this one.
Oh, do you have that sound thing?
Oh shit!
That's adding one.
It's fucking football.
I think I have it. Hold up.
You play that shit. Play the whole fucking thing, like, because it's fucking football.
Oh, you mean this one? Oh, come on.
Dick-tugging. Well,
why'd you stop it?
I didn't stop it. It stopped itself.
Get the whole fucking thing, John. That's literally like blue balls. Blue ball.
Well, I mean, if we're going to talk about blue balls, let's talk about the toe.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Did you guys fucking see that? John, did you watch a Chiefs game on fucking Thursday?
I didn't, but I got a whole play-by-play by our friend, the Brandon Wayner, and
my
literally said everything.
Oh, my fucking God. Okay, so, Joe, as an objective outsider,
Yeah, I can't find it.
can I hear
gonna-
some of your thoughts on the
I'm
game?
gonna move down here.
Let me hear some of your thoughts on the game, Joe.
Oh,
What the fuck are you doing, John?
I'm
Press
staying down
Buttons
here.
again.
Press
Buttons
it.
again.
Pressing buttons.
So unfortunately, due to my work schedule and everything, I didn't get to watch the whole game because I had to go to fucking sleep. I did turn in, the next day I watched some of the highlight reels and stuff,
Mhm.
and the main one that stood out was this fucking toe.
The end of the game.
The end of the game. I mean, so if it wasn't for the fucking toe just barely being out of bounds, and when we say barely, like if the motherfucker was wearing white cleats, they
It might
wouldn't have
not
been
have-
able to say that was out of bounds.
Dude, John, zoom in on that. Like, show how close it was. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's like about an inch, maybe an inch.
not even. That's like a
Like-
centimeter of
on
the
the
tip of that
line.
fucking shoe is on the line.
That's not on the line. That's on the line.
It's fucking close. It's fucking, and it's over the line, but that's how goddamn close it was.
Yeah.
Like that's
Because the
yeah.
thing is, if that didn't happen, that game would have gone into fucking OT.
No. Baltimore's coach was calling for 2, and they
Oh.
probably and like the way our defense. No, you go back
So-
on the replay. He was calling for 2. Like they were gonna go for it. They were gonna go for win or lose. They were not gonna. They had no.
They had no intentions of
no
overtime.
intentions.
They
No
were
intentions.
going to get that touchdown and then do the 2-pointer to put them a point up.
win or lose. Win or
Yep.
lose on that fucking play. Yep. And that-
I mean, overall, our predictions from last week did end up fucking
it panned out.
panned out.
Yeah.
Chiefs beat the Ravens. We said that was going to be a close game.
We were correct on
We-
that. It was like I was never in doubt after the Chiefs took the lead. I kind of knew we were going to win,
Mhm.
but when they gave Baltimore the ball back at the end there, and they made that it was like a 90-yard drive. I
Yeah.
mean, they went.
And if
all
it
over
wasn't for that toe being just barely
toe.
out of bounds,
so, and I was like,
the Ravens could have took the fucking game.
and what a lot of people are not talking about is the previous 2 series. All Kansas City had to do was kick a field goal. If we had just kicked a field goal, the game would have been out of reach. It would have been over. And
Yeah.
the Chiefs' previous 2 possessions, we didn't fucking score, and so it was like that killed us, and that damn near cost us the game.
But so we go from Chiefs, the Ravens at the Chiefs out there in KC at Arrowhead, to Friday night.
the B-2 bomber was fucking spectacular, by the way.
Yeah, you told us you got a little bit of a chubby when it flew over your house.
I'm
Oh.
still hard. I'm still hard.
So, but that game overall, great game. From what I saw, what I've heard, obviously there's pissed off fucking Ravens fans out there right now, but
Don't the whole league. All I'm hearing right now is the refs love the Chiefs and blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. No, they
But
don't.
then-
No.
we go into
Friday night.
Friday night, which the NFL is trying something different this season. So with kickoff weekend, they did a Friday night kickoff game, and it was Green Bay versus the Eagles in Brazil.
In fucking Brazil. Brazil.
And that game was just a fucking shit show. That was who wanted to lose worse.
I literally was just gonna say I couldn't tell which team actually wanted to win. You know what I mean? Did you guys come down here to play, or are you trying to just go 0-1 for some unheard of fucking reason? Right
now, the thing that annoyed me with that specific game, and it wasn't anything with the game, it was with how they chose to televise it or not really televise it.
Yeah, what was it on?
It was only on fucking Peacock. You couldn't even watch it on fucking regular TV.
That shit's got to go. I'm gonna put it out there right now. This
We
fucking
were just talking about this shit. How we can't
So,
watch things in our home.
dude. I was working the KC Current game last night. The ladies soccer team. like locals here in Kansas City can't get the fucking goddamn game on their fucking TVs because you have to get a specific streaming service for the fucking just to watch the current. Yeah. And the only other games that they play are occasionally on ESPN if ESPN is showing a game or one of the ESPN channels. Like that's like the locals here in Kansas City can't even fucking watch their goddamn ladies soccer team.
Yeah.
Same with fucking sporting. Like this shit's got to go.
So,
this shit has got to fucking go.
So
terrible fucking idea.
The Ravens Chiefs game was on Peacock also the night before,
but it was also
for Thursday night. They showed it on regular TV on NBC.
Yep.
So if you didn't have Peacock, you could still watch the fucking game on regular TV.
Goddamn.
Friday night, you had to have fucking Peacock to watch it because we're sitting. We're at dinner. We're at dinner at our local pub and grub we've started going to more frequently. And, they're trying to put the game on. And finally I spoke up and I was like, you have to have Peacock. Like without Peacock, you're not watching the Eagles fucking Green Bay game tonight.
Oops.
So I'm sitting there. I've got my fucking phone leaned up against my empty fucking beer glass with the fucking game on that.
It's all right. It's all right. You do you, dude. You got Peacock. You got all the cock. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, no, you've even got my cock.
Well, I'm just saying.
So, let's actually dive into Thursday night's festivities before the game, Jay.
Yeah, okay,
so
I'm still re-downloading apps on my Xbox because I had to do a factory reset on my Xbox. I suddenly realized on Thursday that I had not done anything with Peacock yet, and I needed to watch my Chiefs. I was not working. I didn't work on Thursday, but I will be at Arrowhead next Sunday, which is why we are going to be coming to you guys not live next week. We're going to do another pre-record. You will have us on time next Sunday, okay? But it's going to be a pre-record because I will be working at Arrowhead next week for the game. So
real quick from the dungeon, I just want to point out the reason we've got this view going is because we're talking football. And when we talk football, John goes 100% producer mode and just drops into the background.
Yeah. His eyes start fucking bleeding. His ears start smoking. Like all kinds of bad shit happens. Like stuff is coming out of orifices at that point. Orifices, like plural.
It's about the same that happens with Jay when me and John start talking technology.
Basically, yep. Like my anus starts bleeding very fast. Like I lose a lot of blood very quickly.
So Jay had to wipe his fucking Xbox, factory reset it, do all that shit.
And so
no, I'm not.
And we fucking, I think it was last football season I gave Jay my fucking Peacock login too.
You did. Thank you. I love you, Joe. I love you.
So I'm sitting at the fucking bar. We're watching the fucking kickoff festivities for the game on the TV. I'm eating my fucking, my fucking wings. I've got my fucking Coors Banquet. Jay's blowing up our fucking group chat. I give him the fucking login again. And then I keep getting messages from him. It's not fucking working. It's not fucking working. It's not fucking working. So the first it's not fucking working was my fault because I gave him the wrong fucking password.
Yo, I was dying watching all
I
of this.
I then realized I gave him the wrong fucking password, so I gave him the right password. Well, it still wasn't working for a solid 35 to 40 minutes after that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to reset this password from my phone. I'm also trying to figure out why I need to reset the password because I log out of the app on my phone and I'm able to log back in with the fucking password I gave him.
And in the meantime, Jay is like frantically trying to like do this shit and like I'm trying to figure out like where I went wrong because Joe's telling me it's working. And I'm like, okay, I believe Joe. I don't believe Jay at this point. I believe Joe.
I'm speaking in the third person now,
I've logged out and logged back in 7 times at this point. It's like with the email and password I gave Jay. No, so I know it's fucking working.
If there's one thing I've learned in my 43 years of experience is like sometimes other people are definitely right. And when I'm trying to do something and I'm continuously failing and someone's telling me what to do and I feel like I'm doing it the right way, I'm doing something wrong. Because I'm doing something wrong.
Like,
All I
I
see-
was trying
all
to
I see
figure
is
out ways to
messages.
phonetically spell shit out to him over text message because he's just like,
And I'm
it's
like,
not
I'm like,
working.
I fucking put it in like that. I put it in like that. God damn it. Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah.
And
Except
then it turns out he fat fingered the fucking email address,
email address.
and there was a typo in it, which is the whole reason why for 40 minutes straight he couldn't fucking log in.
Yeah,
I
and then the
feel-
one message I saw was "Don't touch anything."
Yeah, I didn't want him to reset his password because I was like, I got it. I'm in. Don't
You
fucking
sent
touch
that
anything.
right as I hit the I hit the forgot password button, and I had it send me the fucking password reset email, but I hadn't clicked on the email yet. Right when you sent that, so I was like, okay, fuck it. I sat the phone down. My
Like a fucking
bartender
Indian-
walks up. I
like-
just finished another beer. Bartender walks up. You want another one? I was like, yeah, I'll take a pint of Guinness and a double of Jameson. Because at that point, it's like, okay, now he fucking got in. I can actually go to my
Fill the fuck
final
out.
drink of the evening.
And I got in just in time. I saw the opening fucking and we had a rain delay. That saved us. That saved us. That rain there was a slight rain delay. And then they did the fucking opening, ceremony thing. And by the way, the fucking B-2 stealth bomber is like the sexiest shit in the fucking world. And like, oh my God, when it flies over my city, I'm still hard, baby. I'm still fucking hard. Like, God damn, it was beautiful. And thank you, Joe. Thank you.
So
Thank you for being patient with me, Joe.
we understand you and technology don't really mix well.
And then I have like a
The only tech he likes is Tech 9.
Because do we need to go back to the KC trip where I needed your Wi-Fi password and you changed the shit and didn't fucking remember you changed the shit?
Yeah, Jay's an asshole to himself sometimes. I fell down some stairs.
So today's games, we've actually got a pretty fucking. I mean, it's opening week. We've got tons of fucking games.
It's week one, so we're gonna have guaranteed. We're gonna have some surprises. Guaranteed, we're gonna have some fucking games that go exactly how you would expect. We're gonna have some good ones, and we're guaranteed. It's week one. We're gonna have a couple of fucking real shitty games.
So our 1 o'clock games, we've got Panthers versus Saints, Vikings versus the Giants, Patriots and Bengals, Steelers and Falcons, Texans and Colts, Cardinals and Bills, Titans and Bears, and the Jags and the Dolphins. Panthers Saints, I'm going Saints.
I would
on
take
that
the Saints.
one.
I would take the Saints on that one too. But like again, week one.
Yeah.
Like maybe the Panthers come to play today for fucking once in the last like however many seasons. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll bring it to you in a minute.
Joe's in trouble. Joe's in trouble.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Joe's in trouble. Joe's in trouble. Joe's in trouble.
Somebody's about to get the. Oh, he got a
Ooh.
big piece of
Ooh.
equipment in his hand,
Ooh.
and the cat just snuck in.
Joe's getting yelled at.
Big cat.
Joe's getting yelled at.
You just hang out here, buddy.
What'd you do, Joe? What'd you do?
I had the step ladder in here, and her short ass couldn't reach the top shelf.
Oh man, we need to finish the football talk so we can get the fuck out of here.
So,
I would also take. I would also take the Saints in that one. Like if I was a betting man, I would probably take the Saints.
yeah, I'm going to take Saints over Panthers. I don't really pay enough attention to the Vikings or the Giants.
Vikings always have high expectations, so let's see how they start their season. I don't know much about the Giants either. Bengals, we play the Bengals next week, so I'm going to be paying attention to the Patriots Bengals. Just because like we have them next week, and every game we play here in Kansas City this year, we have a target on our back because we've won back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be paying attention to the Saints Panthers game because we have the Saints
Cowboys
next week.
Yep.
I mean, realistically, this week again, it's first week, so this
I'm trying
is
to see like what
pay
the good
attention
games
here
are.
and there to all the different teams.
We
So
do have we do have at the 3:00 games. We have division rivalry, fucking Raiders Chargers at 3:00 today. Your Cowboys are playing the Browns.
Yeah,
Interesting. That'll be okay.
and they're in Cleveland.
Ew. Ooh, Lions Rams. Yo, from the dungeon, when Joe Montana was here, we went to an AFC championship game when I was a kid, right? I was about 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. That was the last time I sniffed the Super Bowl until Mahomes got here. And now we've got 3 and 5 years. Holy shit. I never thought I would see this day. I would see this day. I'm just enjoying it. I'm basking in it. I'm not being, too proud or anything about it. I'm happy to be here right now.
Now, realistically, I've got to for Cowboys Browns. I've got to go with my boys.
Who you got for the Rams Lions tonight? That's good. That's a Sunday night football game. That looks like a good game. Rams Lions. Who do you got? I'm going to take the Lions on that one.
After the season the Lions had last year, I'm going Lions for that one also. I'd love to see the Lions make it as far as they did last year, this year again. And then obviously tomorrow, 49ers versus the Jets. This hurts me to say, but Niners are fucking taking that all day.
All day. That one's too easy to call. That's Niners.
Guys,
all right,
I'm sitting right here, right? You don't need to insult me like that.
Sorry, dude. What do you want me to say, man?
The Jets.
I'm sorry.
I don't watch football, but the Jets will have a fucking name again.
They'll have their day. In court
in about 30 years.
Here's what I foresee with tomorrow's night game, because Rodgers will actually take the field for the Jets this season again.
Is he going to go out in 4 plays again?
I give him 6.
Oh. Fucking A, Joe. He's
going to make it just a little bit longer this season than he did last season.
Fucking
incredible.
A.
But with the fucking defense the Niners have, fucking good luck.
It ain't happening, dude. It ain't happening. All right, boys, we better wrap this up so we can figure out when the fuck we're going to do our pre-record later this week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, boy.
Especially seeing as we've got fucking 5 minutes before kickoff for the first games today, so.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, shit's it's going down time now.
Well, who's taking the final thought?
Well, I got it this week. His second here.
I do agree with that from the dungeon.
But yeah, so it's been another 168. We're glad to have you guys. It is week 1 of the NFL. We got stuff to look forward to this week. All right. We got stuff to do this week. We got work to do. All right. We got holes to dig, trenches to dig. All right. We've got foxholes to improve. All right. We're talking about defense here. Defense, kids. All right. And the main defense is keeping yourself safe. You got to keep yourself here. We need you in the fucking fight. We need you guys fucking here. If you're having a rough one, if the sky is falling, if everything is collapsed around you and you don't know what the fuck is going on, you got to reach out and touch someone. Call your friends. Call your family. Call your loved ones. Okay? If nobody's answering, if it's late at night and you feel guilty because you don't want to wake somebody up out of their bed, okay, you can dial or you can text or call 988, or you can dial 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. Okay? There are licensed behavioral health specialists ready to take your call 24 hours a day, and they will talk to you. All right? If you need to word vomit and just get some shit off your chest, fucking do it. All right? We lose too many. All right? When me and Joe and John are here having our fun, all right, somewhere deep down in the back in the recesses of our brains are all the people that we fucking wish were here, that we wish we could be fucking having the same fun with. All right? We've lost too many. Please fucking do something about it. You got to get the fuck up some days. I don't give a fuck if you can't make it out of your bed except to just take a shower that day. You did something. You took a shower. Go right the fuck back to bed if that's what you need to do that day. Try again tomorrow. All right? We will try again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You got this fucking laundry list of shit in your head that you can't seem to get done, and it's fucking becoming overwhelming and robble. Do one little thing. One little thing. And if that one little thing is just getting out of bed to take a shower that day just to go right back to bed, so be it. Try again tomorrow. Okay? The future is not set. Hope is not lost. There is another day. But the only secret to life is living to see another motherfucking day. So we need you here for that. All right? I know you guys can do this. We do this every day. We three, we do this every motherfucking day. We have good days. We have bad days. We have days where fucking we do not understand what in the actual fuck is going on. And it's all we can do to keep ourselves from just screaming into our fucking pillows. We get it. Do not forget that there are days that we are on top of Mount Everest with all the homies, with arms raised in victory. And we fucking make that happen too. You cannot forget the good when you're feeling so bad. And if you feel like you're at the bottom, I got good news for you. If you're at the bottom, there's only one motherfucking direction you can possibly go. All right? And it's not farther down. It's back up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's fucking do that shit. All right? It's week 1 of the NFL. Let's get fucking motivated out there. I need to see everybody fucking back here in 168 motherfucking hours, ready in formation. All right? We're trying something new for the next few weeks. We're actually going to try to start at fucking 11 Eastern, which would be 10 Central. We're going to start trying to do that a little bit more regularly. That way, if we need to spend a couple extra minutes like we did today, we will. All right? We'll be here for you. You guys need to be here for us. All right? And as always, we love you. Like, do not fret.
Really?
All right? Like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, because I'm the baddest motherfucker in the valley, bitch. All right? So get out there and whip some fucking ass this week. All right? Make some fucking dicks hard and some pussies wet. Let's fucking do this shit.
That's right. Yeah, because we're all Army boys. Guys, thank you so much for coming to 174 of the DD214 Network podcast. Halloween is coming soon. I have figured out what crazy I'm going to do for Halloween this year. Playoffs, everything. Hey, if you guys are going to be in the 420 Expo this Saturday, your boy will be out there giving out stickers and keychains. So look out for me there if you will be there. Check out From the Dungeon. Check out everything else. And we have don't forget, we have an interview show coming out soon with our first guest, Crazy Ace TV. So guys, we love you. Take care. No butterfingers from catching the balls this season. So we'll see you guys later. I love you too, baby. We're still up.